Here are top 7 ways you could protect your brand new Model Y Juniper Performance. So you just got your Model Y Performance, and it is fabulous. And this actually has only like 13 miles on this thing. And we're going to talk about a couple things that is actually an essential to protect your car if you want to have a lot of fun with it. So of course this is slightly dirty, but the first thing that you really want to do is do a front PPF kit at the minimum, right? What that means is the bumper, the fender, the hood, the mirrors, those all get battered quite a bit because it's in the front end. We call that front DIY PPF kit. That is highly essential. Whether you get DIY PPF or get a shop to do it, honestly, that's a must. Also, it just gets a lot more chipped in the front end. And then also, if you want to do another add-on, number 2 would actually be the rockers PPF. So if you look at this, again, this has very, very low mileage, but it has some insane torque, right? With all the wheels, and it got 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. You want to get a rocker PPF, which actually just goes in the bottom parts. This is the actual rocker, but the bottom part of the door gets battered quite a bit. So number 2, the best way to protect the Model Y Performance is going to have the rocker PPF. What's interesting is on the other PPF, they actually used to put a little PPF, it's called a mini rocker, that's what we call it at least, over here, but they didn't do it on the Performance, which is kind of odd. I feel like if anything, you should put it on the Performance. So that is a must. If you don't do the whole rocker, at least do that one, and that is number 2. So number 3, once you go to the interior, you can see right here, there is already a bunch of like shoe marks right there, which means this is called a door seal because people typically, touch here or here. So what I would recommend is at least getting a door seal and also door seal area. So basically you cover this one, protect that, and then around the area, which is actually the color of the paint as well. So that is number 3. I would recommend while we're in the interior is a door kicker PPF. A lot of times people accidentally hit this area, so we call it a door kicker, and this basically goes around right here. It's another piece of PPF that will basically protect that. The other thing is mud flaps. Mud flaps are quite important. Like I said, the wheels really sling a lot of dirt in there. This is a brand new car and it already has some dirt all around this area. So if you have a mud flap right here and then the back part of the front wheel, that will actually protect it from slinging a lot more dirt and mud up in this area, which will, make sure that it protects it. So number 5 is tint. Whether you go DIY tint using our kit or you take it at a shop, if you look, the rear is actually slightly less dark than like the Juniper Premium for some reason, but at the least I would recommend doing the front tint right here. 35% is a legal limit in Tennessee, so at least having that will make sure you have a high heat rejection rate, also protects stuff inside of the car, and of course protects your skin from skin cancer or anything like that. Number 6, so one of the differences in the Performance is you got this gloss accents right here. You notice that it's actually not gloss because we already have it protected using our matte kit. So we already have it available in gloss and matte, but by protecting that, you'll make sure that it doesn't get scratched because although this is a diamond black, it matches quite well, but it's not quite diamond black. We call it like piano black. And it also goes the same way, which is kind of part of number 6. You can also protect the rear end. You can see this is all matted out and that thing looks much better. And then we also this is still part of 6, but you should also protect the carbon fiber spoiler right here, mainly because just the way that carbon fiber is made, it tends to delaminate over time because the UV and the heat kind of hits it. So if you actually put PPF, it helps with the UV rejection and all the protection from all the elements. And our kit actually just goes right past the edge right here. So it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, but it goes right past it, so at least your edges are protected. And all the front facing and all the areas that actually take the sun beating is actually completely protected. And last of all, number 7, we're gonna go back into the interior. You got a fancy new 16-inch screen with higher pixel density, but that also means that you probably wanna protect the 16-inch screen and the screen in the back. So that is number 7, I think. But those are 7 things you can do to protect your Model Y Performance so you can keep having fun without worrying about all the chips and damages. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Stay protected.